Everyone, this is a 32 back with some what's on deck. Apparently, I'm color coordinating with Superman today. Um, so let's see what's going on in the world of cards. Not too much. There's actually some Kickstarter projects I can get behind this week. For some reason, it looks like my webcam is frozen. Probably not the case though. First of all, I see Haters has apparently been relaunched. It has a whole 4 backers and is 10% funded. I guess that's the math. It's not likely going to fund. Um, yeah, for some reason he relaunched this. I don't know why. Eh, it's still way too expensive. Wow, there's not even a single deck option. You have to buy 2 for 20 euros. Absolutely not. I know that's probably kind of a sipping thing. It costs a lot of money just to sip one deck, but some people just want one deck. We put the by Cardamude, and it's not great. We looked at this one before. Um, Apparently he may have changed one, or might be changing one court card because he had somebody here who was 5 of spades, Udra Jessina, whatever his name was, who apparently has disappeared from his own project on Kickstarter and scam people. I'll have to do a video on that. Actually, I think I did already. Anyways, Steve Minty has something new here. Apologize. Let me just close this. And we are recording. Anyway, it's the Volume 2 of the Ascension playing cards. And it's already extremely well funded, as you can see. Currently, I have not pledged for. There's the Blood Dragons Standard and Abyss. Dark Abyss. Blood Dragons, Dark Abyss. It seems like a similar color scheme to the other decks. Oh good, pictures aren't loading. I assume there's also limited editions as usual. It's a nice enough back design, simple, kind of, with a modern look to it. So far I'm appreciating the faces a little bit more, tiny bit more than the other decks. Same kind of custom court cards. Ugh. I am not liking the ones here on the blue deck. It just looks like there's way too much white. Like you can't make out the details on the figure. At least in this image, from this distance, you can't really make out the features, the details in the court card because it's just too much white. um, and again, this is a similar issue I had with the other deck. It's having like the red suits on a red background. I know it's because all the other cards are on a red background, but it kind of bleeds in a little bit, in my opinion, the pips. Speaking of pips, look at that girl. She's got pips for it. Well, and then there's a special limited edition boxes, which, yeah, how are you even supposed to store that? Like, you can't even store that properly. And also they're gonna be way too expensive. $69 US for the signature edition. Are you freaking kidding me? That is a massive cash grab. I am so sick and tired of these cash grab decks that creators use to pad their wallets and nothing more. People need to stop buying them. Moving on. We got Omen playing cards. I don't know anything about this one. Let's have a look. I mean, I saw the design when I was looking at the projects, but apparently there's 3 different bat designs, very cardistry friendly. It's all about the circle, the O. The Deceiver, the Revolution, and the Apocalypse. It might fun. It's getting there. It's a decent chat. It's going to be put by Carter Moonday. Apparently this is their brand, Omen. Can't wait to see how many decks with circles in the middle they come out with. 15, okay, it's 12 euros on the early bird for one deck. It's still a bit pricey. $52 poker cards, 2 matching jokers, and 1 white-faced card. Not blank-faced, just white-faced. Let's not get racist here. This one has a double backer, and the Deceiver has free gaff cards and no jokers. Made from editions. I guess it looks like it's gonna be 1,000 each produced. Not sure how they're planning to print free decks with. It's a decent goal. Fulfillment by Pure Cards Company. I have no idea who Pure Cards Company is or if they're trustworthy, so do with that information what you will. They also have stretch goals. Okay, so there's only one deck right now. It's $6,900, which is that their goal? Yeah. Once they hit 6,900 euros, they will unlock the. Well, that's the Apocalypse. That one gets funded. At 11,200, the Revolution is unlocked. At 16,900, the Deceiver is unlocked. Pretty lofty goals. I don't know if they're going to be unlocked, especially at these prices. And then 24,900. Why not just even 25,000? I don't know. These are just random weird numbers. They will emboss the top box and put inner printing because that's totally so important. You know, they're nice enough. They're fancy for cardistry, and I want to see more of the faces. There we go. The faces are basically standard. Customized pips. Basically the same pips on all the decks. Same core cards, just different colors. This one has border details in the corners. And the borders. The first one here is just kind of more traditional faces. They're okay. The second one is recolored and it has the details in the corners and the edges for cardistry. And this third one also just kind of traditional with recolored faces. It's not my favorite style of pips, but it's not horrible. There you see them. Yeah. We've seen pips like this like a million times. How original. They're colorful. And the jokers are fairly standard or fairly simple, fairly similar from one another as well. Pure Cards is a British company. One of the best fulfillment services in Europe. You see. It looks like I'll be able to get them at Murphy's Magic later on, anyway, if I wanted to. Anyway, moving on to better stuff. We have these circus playing cards by Miranda Larson, her first project. It's very well funded as well, as you can see. Over $40,000 Canadian currently, out of a $16,000 Canadian goal, give or take. Two decks in this, the Black Mosquito Limited Edition and the Black Mosquito and the Deluxe. Yes, they're both limited. Funded in 4 hours. They're going to be put by Noir Arts. I'm going to suggest they change that to USB-C or Cardamundi for better quality. Just my cup of tea. Apparently a special stock. I guess that's in the top case. We'll see. 2,500 print runs for each. So not that limited, but limited. Exclusive to Kickstarter and isolated fundestorm.com. I guess that's their website. I don't know. Ticket style numbered tuxedos. That's cool. Metallic golden inks on the card backs. And a premium linen finish. And they are about 18 bucks Canadian for one deck. It's not a bad price. Apparently they don't have any two pairs. They don't have. They must have ran out because I pledged for two pairs. Okay, it's there because I pledged for it, so it's at the top. But 34 bucks Canadian for a pair isn't bad, I suppose. Nice enough bat design, court cards, custom, really custom, circus themed. It reminds me a little bit of the circus deck from playing card decks.com, but not quite. Pretty nice. And then there's the other one, the Black Mosquito, one-way bat design, and one-way court cards as opposed to the mirror image court cards of this other deck. So I like it. They got two different decks that are basically similar but different enough and unique enough. Nothing special about the aces apparently, aside from them being big. I like it. I got no major complaints or concerns for that matter. Apparently there's coins you can get as well. which is kind of cool. Moving on, we got yet another Chrome Kings deck from Handlords. The goal, it's well funded because they had $1,000 goal, and it's at $15,000 US. It's $5,000 difference to Canadian money. That's how bad our currency is. Only a 14-day project, 9 days left. Keeps talking about it being a legendary viral deck of cards that we used on a YouTube video, whatever. Eh, just because they were used on a video doesn't mean millions of people want to buy it. And quite frankly, they don't. He's got a couple hundred backers. Just because the video was watched, just because the video went viral doesn't mean the deck is viral. It's just weird promotion. $13 for one deck, a player's deck. Of course, there's a collector's edition, which is $19, which gets you this nice fancy embossed foiled tuck case. And interesting how they saw us a 3D model with the back design. Not sure what purpose that's supposed to serve, but it's an interesting back design. And then the faces, meh. I doubt I'll get it. Then again, you know me. I say I don't get something and then I do it anyways. I'm an idiot, but it's a carbon edition. Is it gonna be carbon fiber? That would be nice. If you're gonna call it carbon, then make it carbon fiber. The pips on the clubs are interesting, I suppose. I'm just not really feeling it. The court cards is just way too much white. It feels like there could be a background to them. I guess I don't know. They're okay. I just don't know if I'm gonna get them. And then there's one that I'm excited about here as well, which is the Commoners by INKSTER, who's done a couple other projects in the past. He had a tarot deck that did fun, and there was one before that. It was really nice. It's going to be printed by Cardamunda, I do believe, once again. And this is a traditional European style of artwork, as you can see on the faces. Tribute to traditional Transalpine style playing cards for world landscape setting. It's a Swiss style suit. It's Swiss style cards. I like that. It's different. It's very unique. I haven't really seen this before in a deck of cards. You still got the traditional hearts, spades, clubs, and diamonds, but it's done Swiss style, European style, and I like it. And it was £11 on the early bird. Not too bad of a price. There's your core card figures. It's also very interesting, theme for the deck as well. An alpine theme. Yeah, pretty cool. I like it. There's some jokers. There's your back design. Pretty simple, straightforward, full bleed. Very simple tuck case as well. Although I wish the name was on the front instead of the back, but it is what it is. And okay, these will be printed by FPC on the beta finish linen stock, linen finish, like in some of the more recent decks. So it's going to be a good quality stock and finish, and I'm looking forward to it. And then the ESPC has finally released the bicycle chroma on their website, which I got from Murphy's. And it's very colorful. Some people like it, some people absolutely hate it. I mentioned it last week because it popped up on Murphy's Magic, then it disappeared. Now it's back. Probably because they jumped the gun on releasing it. And then we go, one final thing I want to mention here at playingcarddex.com. Now it says sold out, but actually it's just because it hasn't been released. It's the Bicycle Rock and Roll by Will Roya at playingcarddex.com. He does have it available currently on eBay, but for more money, which I kind of question that sales tactic. I don't see why that's necessary. If you're gonna release it, then release it to people. Don't tease, a release on your website and then sell it for more money on eBay. That's just, I don't know. I don't think that's cool. It's an interesting bat design. Rock and roll. with drums and guitars and keyboards. It is full bleed. It is going to chip, which is unfortunate. They could have added borders, I guess, but it is what it is. And the faces are completely custom. It is designed by Juniordi Satyankara. He's designed a lot of decks for collectible playing cards. He's also done, I think, one other at least for playing card decks. Of course, the ones from collectible playing cards, fairly standard. You got basically standard modified code cards and a lot of just recolors and stuff like that. This just goes to show you that he can do better than that. And collectible cards is kind of restraining him a little bit, I believe, and saying, yeah, we just want something simple and straightforward. Even though he can do better, he can do more. It will be going on sale next Friday, this Friday, I should say, this upcoming Friday, February 14th, 9 a.m. Valentine's Day, I guess, because why not? And you save 25% on the first $72. You can see it's $8.99 instead of $11.99. Of course, it's like $18 on eBay right now. If you want to buy it from him there, it's disagree with that method. It was released to people who have Pip Box Club. Say that 10 times fast. People who are members of his Pip Box Club got it in their February box, so they already got it. And it's printed by USB-C, all the standard stocks and finished, 1,000 decks, gold seal, and yeah, I like it. That is it for now. I don't know if there's going to be anything else that pops up today or tomorrow before I get this up. We'll see. If there is, I'll let you know about it. If not, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hello everyone, Visa32 here, back with a little update. New project launched yesterday from Chris Chelko, better known for his Whispered Imps deck, and it is a kind of a relaunch of a project that he did a couple years ago, the Three Stooges deck. Previously, it was different, of course. There was 3 decks instead of just one for each Stooge. But this one, you see Three Stooges on the back design. I don't know how to feel about it. This is designed by Jackson Robinson. Somehow it is not funded yet. It's about halfway there. Or just over halfway there. You'd think it'd be funded by now, but we'll talk about it. There's an officially licensed deck, and there you go. The last project he did, just over 2 years ago, was a Three Stooges deck. And you can see there's 3 different decks in 3 different colors. Now they've combined them, and yeah, I don't know. Still not feeling it. $12 for one deck isn't bad. Barely will be $15 on the retail. I don't know, the back design, it just feels like they copy and pasted some heads onto it. Just a little bit. I don't know how most people would feel about that back design. I know people were a huge fan of the original decks and their back design, and I really just don't know how I feel about this again. And maybe they could have done something else. Maybe the back design should just have the Three Stooges logo on it as opposed to the actual Stooges. I'm pretty sure there was a Three Stooges. Yeah, there you go. There's a logo. Could have just said that instead of actually having their faces on it. It just, I don't know. Apparently there was early birds at $10. And somebody, one person, got a deck for $3. Because 3 people actually got that. And one person got it for $1. I don't like stuff like that. It's too gimmicky. And why should the people who were here first get these ridiculous discounts? I'll never like stuff like that. The Ace of Spades, it just looks like an Ace of Spades and one of Jackson Robinson's other decks. Nothing too extraordinary about it. It's nice, but nothing too extraordinary. And then the court cards is where I have a bit of an issue. The court cards, it looks like Jackson Robinson got lazy. It looks like he basically took his court cards, erased the heads, and replaced them with heads of different characters from Three Stooges. Really, that's all he did. Basically, he modified his own standard court cards. And I'll tell you this, I'm getting a little bit tired of Jackson Robinson just slapping these court cards on all of his decks. Like, it's just lazy, in my opinion. Sometimes he recolors them or redesigns them a little bit, but it's always feeling like he's using the same court cards for the most part. There's Curly, Larry, and Mo for three Jokers instead of one, instead of just two. I don't know if there's what the other card would be. Well, I saw it on me. How old was that picture of Jackson Robinson? 5 years ago. Put divide USB-C and yada yada. I don't know if this one's gonna fund. It might fund. It might not. It might be a failure again, like the last one. Personally, I can see how people might be turned off by the back design or the quote cards or whatever. Might be the case. Excuse me, I seem to come down with a bit of a flu. Anyway, of course, in the last project here, he had a much larger goal, but it still failed. Anyways, that is it for this week. Comment, subscribe, and what you think. We'll see you next time with more. Thanks for watching.